Thousands of people protesting in Minneapolis tonight following the death of an unarmed black man on Monday. Police fired tear gas late today after protesters damaged a police precinct among some other property. 4 Minneapolis police officers were fired today for their role in the death of George Floyd, and the FBI is now in on this case. The altercation was captured on video, and fair warning, it's tough to watch. In effect, the video shows human life draining from a man while he's on the pavement. George Floyd died after being taken into custody for what officers say was a report of a possible forgery. An officer can be seen kneeling on Mr. Floyd's neck for at least 7 minutes. Witnesses say Floyd repeatedly cried, "My neck hurts and I can't breathe," while bystanders pleaded with the officer to let him go.
Please, I can't breathe.
Floyd eventually stopped moving, but the officer kept his knee on his neck for several more minutes. At one point, someone almost casually enters the frame and checks for a pulse. We have not yet seen the body camera video that's now in the FBI's possession, so we can't see what happened before this particular video was rolling. In a statement, the police department in Minneapolis said this, quote, "He was ordered to step from his car. After he got out, he physically resisted officers. Officers were able to get the suspect into handcuffs and noted he appeared to be suffering medical distress. Officers called for an ambulance. He was transported to Hennepin County Medical Center by ambulance, where he died a short time later. At no time were weapons of any type used by anyone involved in this incident." It's a lot, and back with us again tonight is Maya Wiley, former Assistant U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, a veteran of the New York City Mayor's Office. She is now with the New School in New York. My friend, I've missed you, and I'd give anything for a different subject matter to talk with you about tonight in a desperate attempt to find something good to come out of this. Maya, is it a good thing that the FBI is there and on the case at least?
Well, Brian, I miss you too. And I wish we were having this conversation in person, because I know you would take my hand, and that would mean a lot to me right now. We don't know if it's good yet. And let's back up and say, first of all, what is good is that these officers were terminated. That is unusual to see happen so quickly. And I think that is a testament to the fact that there is additional information that we have not yet heard as a public, not because the video was not disturbing enough, but that actually caused them to take that decision without having a longer investigation. I think the point about the FBI involvement, and the reason I say we don't know, is because, frankly, after Eric Garner, after the other "I Can't Breathe," after the other devastating trauma of a video that this so reminds us of, we neither saw a grand jury indict Officer Pantaleo, who was finally let go by the police department. We literally had the federal government say that it was not going to charge the officer in that case. I was the chair of the New York City Civilian Complaint Review Board when we sent that case to the New York City Police Department and said, the Officer Pantaleo must be charged with your highest administrative offenses and terminated. For a whole lot of reasons, we need due process for officers, but it is extremely difficult to get these types of civil rights cases. But that is why people are protesting. It is not enough to have justice as a sword used against people of color. It must also be a shield.